हेलो एवरीवन एंड वेलकम टू संभव नॉ। आज के सेशन में हमारे साथ है मिस खुशी। इन्होंने ना सिर्फ आईआईटी खड़गपुर, इंडियन लॉ इंस्टीट्यूट और सीवीटी का एग्जाम क्रैक करा है, बल्कि इन्होंने एडमिशन भी ले लिया है यहाँ पे आईआईटी में। और आज हम लोग मिस खुशी का एक्सपीरियंस अपना यहाँ पे शेयर करने आई हैं कि उन्होंने कैसे इन तीनों एग्जाम्स को एक साथ प्रिपेयर करके कैसे क्रैक करा। उन्होंने फिर कैसे किस तरीके से प्रिपरेशन करा एग्जाम का, उनका जो एक्सपीरियंस था वो क्या रहा। साथ ही में काफी स्टूडेंट्स को ये डाउट होता है कि सर आईएलआई के अंदर जो प्रोसेस होता है पूरा वो किस तरीके से वर्क करता है, इंटरव्यू कैसे काम करता है, आईआईटी खड़गपुर में कैसे होती है चीजें, सीवीटी में सर कैसे होता है, काउंसलिंग प्रोसेस में चीजें क्या है। ये सारी बातें सारी चीजें आज हम लोग बिल्कुल एकदम डिटेल में सेशन के अंदर एक एक करके जाएंगे। सारे एग्जाम्स को हम लोग कवर करेंगे, इस खुशी का एक्सपीरियंस यहाँ पे लेंगे। तो प्लीज इस वीडियो को लास्ट तक देखिएगा और साथ में इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब भी जरूर करिएगा। एंड नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू वेलकम खुशी टू यू टू द चैनल।
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity and for inviting me. Thank you.
सो मतलब आप थोड़ा सा प्लीज अपना एक इंट्रोडक्शन अगर दें स्टूडेंट्स को, जैसे मैंने चीजें बताई अभी, आप प्लीज बताएं।
Yes, sir. So I completed my undergraduate program in BBLLB from Symbiosis Law School, Noida. After that, I also have a 1 year experience in trademark registration, prosecution, and litigation. However, I decided that I don't want to do corporate. So I wanted to pursue academics and research because my interest lies there, which is why I started my LLM preparation around the month of August. I gave 5 months for the preparation of CLAT PG and ALET PG, and after that, 2 more additional months for preparation of CUET PG and other exams like ILI and IIT KGP. So yeah.
Yeah, so basically, if I talk about now, Kushi, if I come to first of all the CVT exam. So in the CVT exam, what colleges have you like cracked, and what was your experience while giving the exam? किस तरीके से चीजें आपके लिए workout करी CVT exam?
Yes, sir. So CUET exam, I think for me, the preparation of CUET exam felt like more difficult as compared to preparing for CLAT because in CLAT we have to prepare the ongoing contemporary law cases and the landmark cases and of course the foundational. So my foundational was already prepared. However, when I looked at the CUET PG syllabus, it was quite vast. And if you look, yes, sir, and if you look at the pattern of the CUET PG exam, not only they have a vast syllabus, but they also ask many questions from different subjects. That too, they rather than testing the conceptual understanding, they also test your memory a lot. Like they would ask you exact terms, exact chronology from their acts. And like there was one question in the paper this year that who's the father of criminology. So that sort of questions they tend to ask a lot. Whereas compared to if I compare it with IIT KGP exam or ILI exam for that matter, so they are more heavy on conceptual understanding. They really test your conceptual understanding rather than testing your memory.
Yes.
And when I talk, yes, sir. And if we like compare it with CLAT PG, then CLAT PG is completely different because they don't have a set pattern. Like this time they gave 120 passages. Last time they gave 80 passages. So this time it was more like a reading exam. They were really testing your reading ability and how fast you are, how much attempts you can give in such a tense situation. So every exam, we don't just need to understand the pattern that how is there negative marking or not, but you also need to understand ki what are they really going to test you on.
That is true. That is true. And if I talk about the CVT exam, as we had a conversation earlier also, which were the colleges that you were selected for?
Yes, sir. I was selected for BHU, HRD program, 2 years program, and I was also selected for BBAU for the
Okay.
1 year law LLM.
One year law LM exam. So basically,
Yes.
you had two colleges, and but you were also had opportunity other elsewhere also, so you took the other opportunities. If I go for that. So if you as you said about the CVT exam, now if I come to the ILI exam, okay, where you basically have we are going to take admission and all. So can you tell me about the ILI exam? What was the pattern? How did the paper go? And then all about the interview process as well. As students have a lot of questions regarding that as well. Yes.
Yes, sir. So ILI exam is like one of the most unique admission procedure they have, selection procedure, I mean. Like because they also ask GK, they also ask English. So I had to specially prepare that. I really focused on GK and English because I felt like the legal I had practiced enough. for these 7 months. So first I started with GK, and they in GK they ask static GK more as compared to current affairs. Then there's basic English like antonyms, synonyms, and stuff. Then there's a legal aptitude test. I mean, MCQs. There are two types of question: MCQs and descriptive. So in MCQs, they test your basic conceptual understanding from major foundational subjects. And other than that, I also had to practice for the descriptive answer writing part. So I had to practice the writing part as well differently. I did not practice that for CUET or CLAT or IIT. So that is how ILI is very difficult. Well, I mean, very different from
I
others.
see. I see. And like Kushi, what would you say about the interview process and how did all that thing work out? What questions were you asked and how was the environment and all?
Yes, so I think interview was quite competitive. Like the moment you go there, the crowd was, you can see that there's competition a lot. I mean, see, they also add your first, you will have the marks of your written exams and then your Viva voice. For first, your ranks are determined on basis of written exam, but you have to change your rank. You will try to, थोड़ा ऊपर जाने की आप कोशिश करेंगे अपनी रैंक को. I mean, I knew people who were on 26th rank, but still they made it. However, person who was on 15th rank or on 20th rank, that person did not make it. Why? Because their marks were 8, but other person scored 16. So a huge difference was made. So first thing that I would like to say that do not underestimate the Viva voice. Take it very seriously. Secondly, a whole panel sits in front of you, the whole panel of faculty. It was like 6 faculties or 6 to 7 faculty. And right in front of you, the director of the institute sits in the middle. So yeah, it's a proper face-to-face panel interview. So at first it is sort of like it feels you feel nervous, but you have to be very confident with the faculty. You can't be overconfident because they will grill you very bad. They grill many students quite badly. So if you can drive the interview as per your own, like how you want to drive it, you should be in control of the interview. You can try that. As per the questions, I think questions were difficult and medium level. So
Yes.
they really, yeah.
Yes. And if
First,
please.
yes, sir. So first thing they ask you is like, what areas of law do you like? And then they ask questions from those particular areas.
And like if I talk about the level of depth of the questions and how the panel itself feels while answering those questions, what would you say about that?
Yes, sir. I think I can give you my own example. Like the first question they asked me is that uh, who forms the collegium? Who all forms the collegium system under the NJAC? That was the 99th amendment. I mean, it was brought and then it was removed. So they asked me the constitution of the NJAC committee, and I told them ki there are two eminent jurists and all that. After that, they asked me ki, okay, don't they have the law minister? So I said, yes, they also have law minister. And after that, they also tried to, take my opinion out of it. Ki, what is my opinion? So I had to answer it in relation to the Article 50 of the Constitution. I had to mention that there's independence of judiciary. However, one faculty member was not in agreement. He had his own opinion. He said, like, it needs to be regulated. I mean, it became a discussion suddenly rather than an interview. And even during the discussion, they do test you, like how are you responding, or how are you, giving your counter. So at that moment as well, you have to be confident and just stay on your question, I think.
I see. So basically, I think Kushi, that for this particular question, that how the ILI interview went and how things work, we should basically go for a separate session once the ILI exams comes near. We will do it at that moment. But now let's focus upon the next exam that you basically cracked, and that was the IIT Kharagpur exam. So just tell me as to what was that scenario and how things went there with that particular exam.
Yes, so this time IIT KGP exam, there was no interview, there was only MCQ based test, CBT. They have their own computer based exam, and they ask questions from Constitution, PIL, IPR, interpretation of statute and different subjects, IPC as well. Some questions they seem like very basic because they were really testing your conceptual understanding. So for me, that was my exam. I mean, everyone has their own strengths. So for me, it's my conceptual understanding rather than memory or reading speed, which is why I really scored well in that exam. I got IPR. So for me, that was the most like suitable exam for me that I felt.
And if I talk about that, ki, she, why between IIT Kharagpur, Banaras Hindu University, and ILI, we went for ILI itself. What was the reason for that particular thing?
Yes, sir. I think the first and foremost reason was that I want to pursue academics. So by that vision, I think for academics, maybe I felt like ILI would be more appropriate than rather than IIT, because IIT, even though they are good at research and academics, still I would say ki, of course they have 2 years course and ILI has 1 year course. So one major advantage was that time duration. Other than that, if you really want that IIT tag, then it would be better to have that for corporate if you want to go into corporate later as well. And also like both are very prestigious universities, both are great. But I felt like maybe ILI would be better because I also did not really wanted to go to West Bengal for personal reasons. So that is why.
I see. I mean, Kharagpur is in like West Bengal, Odisha area, that particular area. And if I talk
Yes.
about Banaras Hindu University and ILI, what was the like decision making process in that?
Yes, so BHU was actually the university that I had actually planned to go. Like, I really wanted to go. However, my name came very late, like in the second round. And by then, I had already paid the fees for ILI. So that was not the only reason. I talked to other people. I talked to you. I consulted you as well. And most of the people, they said that ILI is much better because you'll get a good exposure, what you are looking for. And even I felt like, okay, ILI is better. It has that, both are very prestigious, but then again, so I thought that
ILI,
ILI.
I mean, and also one more thing that we have to consider also is that location advantage of ILI versus Banaras Hindu University also is to be considered. And apart from that, while you also had consulted me, we also went to that particular scenario that what were your own future goals. So with aligning the whole scenario with future goals and the locality and then the time that would be saved from 1 year versus 2 years, and also the fact that you had already taken admission inside ILI. So considering all those things, I think that going for ILI was the better, smarter decision at this particular time. So I mean now, like if I talk about the future, I mean Kushi, for your particular self. So like what do you see as in ILI, like how do you want to pursue your like, goals and all? How will it be?
Yes, ILI, I think it's very. I talk to the seniors, and it's very a studious environment. You need to study a lot. You need to uh, catch up a lot. So I think yeah, I will definitely focus more on my research and academic skill, and I will also try to crack the UGC net exam in December attempt. That is my first and foremost aim. And after that, I really want to pursue academics. And after that, I want to also start my judiciary
Your
preparation.
preparation. I
But
mean,
yes,
yeah, yeah, please continue.
yes, so like first and foremost, I really want to become a lecturer. That's like a dream for me. So yeah.
I mean, like, Rishi, the thing is that right now, like, while a lot of students are watching this particular session, one thing I would like to add is that this is the particular scenario that a lot of students wants to be in, because you have so many options. You have ILI also, you have Kharagpur also, you have BHU also, and then you have this particular dilemma as to आप ये ले लो या फिर आप ये ले लो या फिर आप ये ले लो. And that dilemma feels good in itself. Although it is a dilemma, it feels good. So I always say students, always keep your options open for every scenario. Even if you give CLAT, you give ALET, you also prepare for CBT in the continuation of that, then also for Kharagpur, then also for that. And then once you get admission in 1 or 2 or 3 colleges, then you have to decide, then you decide no, कि इसमें जाना है या फिर इसमें जाना है, then that is the best decision that you are taking because you have all the options and then you are based upon those options deciding as to I will take this and I myself am having the ability to reject the others. And that power itself really gives you a confidence that will in future also help you out while you are preparing for judiciary or you are preparing for net exam. It will give you the confidence that yes, I am someone who is
Mm.
capable of so much. I have cracked so many exams and I was the one who had this particular opportunity. Not every student has that. So I think that this particular thing that you are basically sharing with us, that you want to become a lecturer, then after that, once becoming that, you want to, go for judiciary preparation and all, like a stepping stone, you know,
Yes, sir.
gradually you are, taking your level to that particular height. So that is what it takes. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes patience, it takes courage, and it takes a perseverance that you cannot stop at any moment of time. That is very
Yes.
important, and that is that one thing that every student should learn from your particular example. Because I remember once we had a conversation in the start also, when things we were preparing and all, your spirit then and your spirit now, like it has a big difference. Now I'm basically, it can be saved. It can be saved. So accordingly, what would you like to add in this particular, like the message that I was trying to give to the student? What would you like to add in that?
Yes, sir. I would definitely agree with the confidence factor that you said. Why? Because when I was preparing, the first dent in my confidence was that I did not get good score in CLAT PG. I could not get a tier one college in NLU that I had aimed for. I could not clear A-Lit PG. And actually, it was there's very ironic thing that happened with me. I scored exact same score in both of the exams. Even decimals were same. So I took it as a message from the universe that, okay, something is lacking in my preparation, that I need to change. And what I did after that, I started practicing more. I started giving more mocks because I had not given enough mocks for CLAT PG, which is why I could not score that well. I practiced more previous year papers. I solved more MCQs. And of course, it's more about the belief system that you need to work upon, because even if you're giving your 100%, still if you don't believe in it that okay, something good will come out of it, even if results are not in my way that I want, still I'm learning. So once you start to enjoy that process, and yes, your confidence will go down. It is, we are humans. There are days that you feel like okay, nothing is going to happen, I'm wasting my time, but still have faith in yourself. I mean, even I felt like I am a loser after not scoring good in CLAT, or not knowing the results of IIT KGP or ILI. I had not even attempted or filled applications for ILI last year because I felt like ILI is like, please mind my language, but like I felt like it is out of my auqat to even qualify ILI, because ILI is very prestigious. They ask GK and English, which is why I felt like, okay, I don't even want to try ILI. This time I attempted and I cleared. So that is the difference it makes when you give, when you have preparation as well as you have that belief system and you start enjoying the process. That is all.
That's very important, very important. And even I remember, there was this particular thing that I basically like you had very you followed some of law very very closely, that I basically saw also that like in every YouTube video that I made, one like every second or third video, you had some sort of a doubt, you had some sort of question. That's how will this work, or what is the point between this? So I have seen that process myself, and from being someone who basically used to ask questions and comment upon the videos, from to the point that you are here and you are giving us speech regarding how to you know prepare and how to do that. Shift itself basically shows, yeah, because things are going in the right direction. And I hope that in the future also, I wish that I see you in the in the position that you are sitting on the dais as a judge, and you are serving the nation as a judicial officer. If like I am there
Thank you,
for the
sir.
rest, definitely. And I also
So I
would
would
want to,
actually,
yeah, please.
sorry, so sorry for interrupting. Like, I would actually really like to thank you for your channel. Like, every time there was an update, you make a video, and it was very helpful. Like, my friend would ask, how do you stay so updated? So, YouTube and other channels have been a crucial part of my journey. Because of channels like yours, we students get a great help. So, thank you so much for what you are doing. And yeah, it's
Excellent.
great to be here today.
Definitely. So apart from that, Kushi, if I would like ask you to just give a one final message for the student as to, what do you think, like people who are, not they're preparing but their exam did not go so well. And like how should basically you see key, one should, take life and, how the things should be. One final thing.
I think one thing that I would like to say, like, see everything as positively, like everything happens for a reason. When you try to look at things positively, at first you won't see the big plan that happened. You would only get to see that plan when you have actually reached the end of that plan. So keep going, try to enjoy the process, don't be pessimistic, and don't let your, don't let your belief system be low. Keep practicing, keep doing, that is it. All we can do is give our 100% in preparation. Don't worry about the results. That is
Yeah.
all.
And one more thing is that, what happens is that once you are on the process of succeeding, and once you are succeeding, what will happen is that you will also get criticism. People will
Mhm.
try to undermine your success. He will try to say, this path is not right. Don't take this path, or you might not succeed, or what this will. You also need to keep your mind clear of these type of people, friends, or anybody in your family, whatever, whoever there is, whoever is trying to tell you that you are not going in the right path and your path is wrong. Whatever you did is not worth it. Always just say to them that your opinion does not matter to me, and my state of mind and my goals and my everything is my own. And I am someone who is immune to whatever you say. And just, I'm the kind of person who will just, keep myself straight on a single spoon, on a single line. That is very important. And that is that particular spirit that we all need to learn and, try to inculcate it. And I accordingly thank you very much, Kuchi, for giving us time and sharing your story with us. And accordingly, in future also for the various exams that will be there, whenever those exams comes, I would like to also come up to the channel and again share your expertise and as to how you prepared and everything else.
Yes, sir, definitely. It would be an honor.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
sir.
And apart from that, I think so that the students who are watching this particular session would really feel benefit from this particular type of thing, that after getting so many exams, how one particular thing works and everything. And I hope the best for you also in the future. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.